But how satisfying is it that you had to chase the Cardinals all year long, and at the last game of the year, you guys were able to finally pass them and claim this conference?
Yeah, I mean, just goes that they had a game ahead of us through it. Obviously, a loss at the beginning wasn't as planned for our side, and in a tough-fought tie there. Yeah, it's definitely rewarding. It's something, we get the upper hand, even though they got it on us during the season. But we get the banner in the stands for these guys, and credibility on the conference is definitely proud of these guys all year.
After 2 years, the Cardinals have had the Big Eight kind of wrapped up themselves. This is you guys' first in 3 years. How satisfying is it that you guys were able to win it this year and kind of go coast to coast all year long with this conference?
Yeah, last time we won it, the first year in the Big Eight, we went undefeated that year. The year after, lost I think by 2 points, so we've been right behind them the last 2 years. Last year we lost out by a point. They tied it similar to this year. They had to do it in their last game of the year. And we were definitely more of an underdog like they were this year, we were last year. So it was something definitely, we knew it coming in that it was definitely within grasp this year. First loss to Middleton made it a little harder for us. It had to come down to the final game. So it was fun. It was good for our guys leading into playoffs, having a make-sure-win type situation. So.
And this is a Janesville team that, kind of catch up on you a little bit. They got a really good first line, and they scored that early goal on you guys. Was there any kind of panic on your team or at all, or how'd you guys manage to settle down and get that big burst there late in the first period?
No, it's something that our D were having some struggle getting out of the zone because they weren't anticipating that high speed coming in right on them, and they bobbled the puck a little bit. They jumped on the opportunities. Janesville was excited to play right out of the gate. We come in the ensuing shift, I don't know how many seconds later it seemed like it was, so we weren't at ease very long on the bench. There was no confidence lost by any means. We've had a couple of those this year that have gone in first, and we're able to jump on them right back to play our game. So.
Yeah, last question for you, the veterans on your team. You had a lot of great performances this year from a lot of young players, but the veterans tonight really stepped up. Guys like Louis Ellis, Eddie Matsushima, Zach Jones, kind of this leadership that's been with this team for the last couple of years. Just talk about how they basically pushed this team to a conference championship this year.
Yeah, the leaders have definitely recognized in the last couple of weeks, especially after the Middleton tie, that it's not about them as individuals, like they're the senior class, the old guys. It's about the team. So they've kind of shifted their hats a little bit to not worrying about them as an old group. It's more so as a whole, and so motivating the younger guys to play, recognizing that those younger guys have bailed us out a number of times this year, or have set the tone a number of times. So they've grasped it from the team concept. They give it, and guys are giving it back. So the confidence is definitely rolling.